Hey friends, welcome back to this homeschooling naturopath. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I'm a homeschool mom to 4 as well as a fully qualified naturopath living in New Zealand. On this channel, I really like to share content related to homeschooling, homemaking, motherhood, as well as some naturopathic info throughout some of my content here. Today's video, we're talking Christmas presents. Let's go. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Alright, Christmas presents, how exciting, let's do it. Now, like I always mention in my intros, I am a mom to 4 kids. I've got a 12-year-old daughter, a 10-year-old daughter, an 8-year-old daughter, and a 6-month-old baby boy. This is everything we got them for Christmas for their big under the tree presents for 2025. I posted a video last week with what is in their stockings. I'll have that link down below if you're interested to check it out. We do very non-junky type of stocking stuffers, and I also try to be very intentional with the actual gifts that we buy. For that reason, we like to follow the rhyme, something they want, something they need, something to learn, and something to read. So each of my daughters get 4. My daughters and my baby is currently lying down here on the floor with me. Let's hope I can get this video filmed. So they each get 4 main gifts, and their 5th main gift, we like to do a little family tradition called Secret Sibling. So they each get a sibling to buy a nice gift for, and so that rounds out 5 presents, big presents for each of our children. Along with this, the 5 main things, they also get a new pair of swimwear. It's summertime for us here in New Zealand, so new swimwear is always a must. And they also always get a new journal to write in every year. So 5 main gifts, something they want, something they need, something to learn, something to read, secret sibling gift, and then a journal and swimwear. So let's go. Starting off now with my 12-year-old daughter. Okay, now you might catch me looking down at my phone. That is because I keep a very concise list of everything that I have bought for stockings, as well as obviously their big gifts. So I'm probably going to be referencing it quite a bit here to make sure I have everything. Anyway, let's get into it. So first off, for my 12-year-old daughter, something she wants. Now, as you can imagine, she's 12. She is, maturing a bit more, and honestly, all she really wants is like money and clothes. However, one thing that she did mention that she wanted aside from just money and clothes was a hair dryer, specifically a hair dryer with this diffuser attachment on it. Our 12-year-old has very naturally curly hair, and recently one of my homeschool mama friends actually came over and gave her a full tutorial on how to maximize her curls, and she highly recommended to like a diffuser attachment on a hair dryer, which I have a hair dryer, but it didn't have this thing. Anyway, so this was something that my 12-year-old really wanted, and so this is one of her gifts that she wants. The other thing I don't have here to show you, but that is just going to be a gift card. Like I said, all she really wants is money and clothes, and she's at the point now where I really cannot buy clothes for her. If you have daughters around this age, teenage daughters, the struggle is real. I did not expect it to be so difficult when it came to buying clothes. Anyways, she's going to be getting a $100 gift card to Farmers. Here in New Zealand, Farmers is like it's like a department store if you're not from New Zealand or Australia. I don't actually know if they have that on Australia, I'm just assuming. But it's like a department store similar to like your JCPenney. If you're watching from the States, that's the only kind of thing that I can compare it to. So yeah, a gift card to there, she can buy clothes, she can buy beauty products. They also sell like technological stuff, anyway, $100 gift card, as well as her hair dryer for her something she wants. Now moving on to her something she needs. Okay, so first of all, for her something she needs, she is getting a new pair of Crocs. I have gotten my girls a pair of Crocs as there's something they need for, I think this will be 3 years in a row. So she is getting another pair of black Crocs. To be honest, I feel like this size might be a little bit too big for her. I might have to swap them. I did just get the next size up from what I bought last year, but I don't know, these seem like enormous. These are like huge, so I don't know. We may have to swap these, but for the moment, this is her part of something she needs. The other thing that I also got for her, well, I actually got her a couple things. That's her something she needs. First off, I got her this super cute little like toiletry bag. As I said, she's learned how to do her hair, and with that comes a lot of hair products, which currently are just like sitting all over my bathroom sink, which I don't really appreciate. So she actually needs a toiletry bag, and so I just chose her this. It's quite big, so she should be able to fit most of her like hair products in here. And then along with this, I also grabbed her a couple of little things to kind of go along with this. So first off, a detangling hairbrush. This one apparently is like the new trending detangle hairbrush. I don't know, apparently this is the one to get, especially if you have curly hair. So she's getting one of them to go in her toiletry bag. She also has a new pack of hair ties, which I intended to put in her stocking. But here we are, they're gonna go in her toiletry bag. And then I also grabbed her a couple of other little goodies. You know, she's maturing. There are a few more things that she needs that she never really needed in the past. So I just grabbed her a couple of face things. So first off, I grabbed her this Rose Hip facial cleanser. This is just like the smaller bottle. This is actually the same face cleanser that I really like to use. So I grabbed her a small version of that. And then I also grabbed her from the same company here, the Hydrating Mist Toner as well. And then just some Curl Care shampoo and conditioner as well. So there's that. And then again, continuing on with the something she needs, you guys. I don't know, I feel like she needed a lot of stuff. I also grabbed her this double-sided mirror. So there you go. Yeah. And then also in her stocking, I got her some tweezers. So I thought, you know, for her eyebrows and stuff, this will be good. She actually did have a mirror similar to this sometime last year, but it had broke. So yeah, a new mirror for something she needs to go along with her toiletry bits and bobs. Okay, for her something to learn, I went back and forth on this so many times. I really could not decide what I wanted to get her for something to learn, and I ended up just actually straight up asking her like, hey, what would you like to learn? Could you give me a list of like 3 things that you'd really like to learn? Last year all of our girls got surfboards for their something to learn, so I kind of was like, how can I top that this year? Like, let's be honest, how do you top a surfboard? Anyways, I asked her, and one of the top things that she said she really wanted to learn was how to do sourdough baking a bit better. So I love sourdough baking. I bake sourdough things all the time, and she is quite passionate about helping me. And so one thing she really wanted to learn was how to improve her skills, and you know, just all things sourdough, which I thought was really cool. So I ran with that. And the first thing I grabbed, it has not arrived yet, but I picked up this book here, which Sourdough Baking for Kids. There's actually photos. Oh no. Oh, I thought there, oh, here, read sample. Anyway, this just has a whole lot of different, you know, kid-friendly sourdough recipes, but it has a lot of things that we've never done before. Here's a little, sorry, this probably isn't that clear. Is this gonna work out? Anyway, it has a whole lot of things that we've never actually tried in our home before, and it's written in a very child-friendly way. So I thought this was super cool. I think she's gonna really enjoy this. She loves a good recipe book. And yeah, as I said, this has a lot of stuff in it that we've never done before, so I'm really excited to kind of see where she takes this. But along with that sourdough book, I also grabbed her here these dough paints, which I haven't opened yet, and I don't know if I will because it'll ruin the top of the box, but it's just, you know when you see like those beautiful sourdough loaves that have painting on them? Yeah, this is what this is, like edible dough paint. So I thought she'll think that's really, really cool to get creative with her sourdough loaves. To go along with the dough paint and the sourdough baking for kids book, I have written down, I haven't bought this stuff yet, but I've got written down just to buy different flours for her, as well as different things she can put into bread. For example, like raisins, you know, different seeds, different herbs, different spices. I also thought it would be cool to get her, not buy because we have so many, but to put like different jars in, you know, a nice box for her along with all her sourdough stuff, and kind of have her experiment with different starters, you know, with different flours. So yeah, a variety of flours, a variety of things she can put into her sourdough and kind of let her, you know, experiment and see what works when it comes to sourdough. So that is her something to learn this year. So I'm excited to kind of help and, you know, watch her sourdough knowledge grow. So there's that. Moving on now to her something to read. Now, my oldest daughter is a fabulous reader. She always has been, honestly, ever since she learned how to read when she was like 5. However, it's not really a passion of hers at this point. And so with that knowledge, I do not just want to buy her books that I know she won't read. So for that reason, I actually grabbed her this cookbook. I'm looking at it backwards in the camera. Cooking from Scratch for Teens. We actually picked this book up from the library a couple months back, and she loved it. She had like marked so many different pages of things she wanted to cook, and she was really upset when we had to take it back to the library. So I thought this was really cool. She'll be pretty excited when she sees this, and she knows that she gets to keep it. So that is the first thing there for her, something to read. Along with that, I also grabbed her here this Usborne book, 100 Things to Know About Money. As I said, the girl loves her some money, you know, don't we all? But she has such an entrepreneurial mindset, and she's always interested, hang on, how can I show this? She's always interested, you know, to figure out, you know, how she can make money and how money works and all of that type of thing. So I thought this would just be a cool, you know, something fun, something colorful, not just like a boring book that, like I said, she may or may not actually read. So there's those two. And then this was quite random. I actually picked this up months back, and I thought it was quite cute. I thought it was something all my girls would really enjoy, and I kept it for them for Christmas. So this is, you know, part of her something to read. It's just like a sticker mosaic book with dog pictures. So yeah, is this something to read? Not really, but I don't know where else to put it. So those are her something to read this year. So those are her 4 main gifts, something she wants, something she needs, something to learn, something to read. And then the 5th one, as I mentioned before, we do a secret sibling. So a couple days back, we went to do our secret sibling shopping, and this is everything that her sibling got for her. Now we give our children a budget of $50. Which is a lot, like, let's be honest. It used to be $30, but it has increased just based on how much stuff costs. It feels like $50 is like the lowest amount to get anything decent nowadays. So anyway, with $50, the sibling that got her picked out all this stuff for her. So first off, her sibling picked her out this nice jellyfish lamp, which is quite cool. Similar to like a lava lamp, except it's the jellyfish that light up and they, I guess, swim around in the lamp. So I think she'll think that's pretty cool. All right, what else? She got a clipboard here. All of our girls actually have clipboards, but her sibling who chose this was adamant that hers had actually broken, and she's actually right. There were only 2 clipboards. So anyway, we now have 3 clipboards again. All right, what else have we got? She picked her out this t-shirt here. This Everlast t-shirt. Cute, very nice. What else? Okay, she grabbed these spicy ramen notes. It's just like a notepad that looks like a ramen noodle pack. That's quite cute. And then finally, this little cherry soda notepad, which is so cute. It has the straw, and this is actually the pen here. So that's everything. That was $50 for these handful of things. So yeah, that's that. That was her secret sibling gift this year, which she'll be super excited about. Okay, so those are her 5 main gifts, but like I said, we also give swimwear as well as a new journal every year. So this year I actually picked out 2 sets of swimwear, but for the life of me, I cannot find the second pair. I brought them up last week because I was considering putting them in my stocking video, and now I don't know where I put them. So anyway, this is the first set that I bought, and this is the long sleeve one piece here. I love the long sleeve. It offers such good protection from the sun, which here in New Zealand is actually very important. I don't particularly like putting sunscreen on my kids, and so for me it's a lot more valuable and a lot more important to have something that they can wear that protects their skin. So for that reason, I usually always get them something with long sleeves. And then the other, I'll put a picture up of the second pair that I bought, because yeah, like I said, for the life of me, I cannot remember where I put that. I do always get them matching just so that when I take them to the beach, they're a lot easier to spot at a quick glance, especially with the baby now. I need to be able to just glance up and bing, 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 be able to see them. So for that reason, I usually always get them matching swimwear. It's not a big issue when it comes to washing stuff. They all know whose is whose because they all have different sizes. Okay, and then finally a new journal. I really like these packs here from Smiggle. These packs, there's the notebook inside, and then it has different gel pens as well as a couple different things to actually write with. There's a little thing, I won't open it, but you can kind of see the design in there through the bag. So there you have it. That is everything for my 12-year-old. Now let's move on to my 10-year-old daughter. All right, moving on to my 10-year-old daughter. Again, something she wants, something she needs, something to learn, something to read, as well as sibling gift. For her, something she wants. First off, she is just getting this cute little blue bag here. I think this is from Kmart. Pretty simple. She loves all things purses, all things money, all things clothes, all things jewelry, all of that jazz. Just similar to my older daughter, I didn't want to get her clothes because of the same issue I'm having with my older daughter. And so she'll be getting this purse as well as a $100 gift card to Farmers as well. She can just go and pick out her own clothes that she wants as opposed to me buying her something that she doesn't want to wear. So yeah, for her something she wants, she's getting a cute little handbag as well as a $100 gift card to Farmers this year. Okay, for her something she needs, she is also getting a new pair of Crocs. All my kids are getting Crocs this year, spoiler alert. However, a part of her something she needs, she actually got a new bike just very recently. I'll put a little photo of it up if I can remember here. We had intended to get her a new bike for Christmas. However, my husband just, yeah, he took her along and they got a bike. So she actually already has the bike, but that is very much a gift that was to be part of her something she needs. Our older daughter got a new bike last year, and it's, yeah, these kids, I tell ya, they grow out of bikes very quickly. It's quite crazy. And we even, like, we always size up quite a bit when we buy bikes. Anyway, yeah. So, new bike and new Crocs for her something she needs. Now moving on to her something to learn. For her something to learn, again, this is something I went back and forth on so many times, but I finally narrowed it down and I think she's going to absolutely love it. So I mentioned in my stocking video, if you caught that, that for our younger daughter's 8th birthday this past year, I got her quite a few of these mini verse make it things, and quite a few of you, thank you so much, mentioned that there's something in here. I believe it's UV resin, which I didn't know, and here it says right here, resin. I literally didn't even look at this before I gave it to my kids last time. I thought it was glue. So anyway, thank you to those of you who told me. Nevertheless, she is going to be getting these as part of her gift this year. What I was saying was that our younger daughter had gotten a couple for her birthday, and my 10-year-old, actually what she started doing was like taking all the little cutlery and making like a, what is the YouTube channel called? Tiny Baking. She was setting up her own little tiny baking studio and having a Barbie come and like bake things. So she was making like little pizza doughs and all types of different creative things. Obviously not to actually eat, but she was using the things from these balls in order to do that, and she was just filming on our family iPad, which, you know, doesn't really film the best. So anyways, for that reason, for her something to learn, I grabbed her, first of all, these two balls here. But what I also got her, which I think she's gonna be so excited about, I found this really big mini verse. Is that what it's called? Yeah, mini verse. This really big thing here, so you can make all of these different baking things. And then what I also grabbed her to go along with that, in order for her to film her tiny baking stuff, we're also getting her a little camera here. This is just a cheap little digital camera, again, from Kmart. It's not an expensive thing. Yeah, I thought I'd get her that. And then I also grabbed her a tripod to go along with that so that she can film her whole little tiny baking setup with her Barbies. And have a whole like really cool thing. She's so into it at the moment, so I think she's going to absolutely love this combination. So I'm really excited to see what she creates using all of this over the coming year. Okay, for her something to read, she's going to be so excited about this. I picked her up with this The Chosen graphic novel. She loves graphic novels. She is my graphic novel queen, and I saw that they were selling The Chosen graphic novel here. And I just think she'll think this is so cool. We watched The Chosen as a family this past year, and she's going to absolutely love this. This is just from season 1. There is, I think, just been released is the second book here for season 2. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this next book is just season 2, and this is just season 1. But yeah, she's going to think that is the coolest thing Absolutely beautiful, beautiful, perfect quality, love. And then I also grabbed her as part of her something to read, this indescribable 100 devotions about God and science, which I think she'll really appreciate. This is just as it sounds. It's like a devotional book, but it is, you know, sort of made for kids more her age to kind of answer those big questions that one may have about God and science. I think she's going to absolutely love that. So, oh, and also she, to go along with her something to read, I also grabbed her this guy as well, just like my older daughter. So that is her something to read this year. Okay, and for her 5th present, again, a secret sibling gift. This is everything that her secret sibling got for her with the $50 that they were given. All right, first off, she is getting this milkshake gift set, which I think is super groovy. The really cool thing about secret sibling is that their siblings know them so well and, you know, really have the capacity to buy very meaningful, very cool gifts that they will really appreciate. And like, this is not something that I would ever buy because I just like, why, we don't need this in our house necessarily. So it's really cool that their siblings, you know, can buy things like this for them. So anyway, it just comes with this nice glass, the straw, and then all the little things here to make a milkshake. So that's pretty cool. She'll definitely appreciate that. Let's see, there's a t-shirt in here. What have we got? Oh, just a plain little blue tee with these little things on the side, which I think she'll definitely really like. Her secret sibling knows her well, obviously. Okay, she's also getting some fake nails here. She got very into doing nails this past year. She actually, I'm just wearing press-ons at the moment. It's the same kind of thing as this. And she very kindly put them on me this morning to film this video. So anyway, she is getting some more press-on nails from her secret sibling. What have we got? Another t-shirt here. Here we go. Very nice. Okay, she is getting a summer fruit scented lip balm as well. And then a sushi eraser tray. She loves sushi, so this will be quite fun for her. And also something, this will be really cool because it can actually be used for her tiny baking. So she'll definitely like that. And then a little moisturizing sheet mask for her face. And that was everything that her secret sibling got her with their $50. Okay, and then of course, she also is getting her the same set of swimwear, the long sleeve as I showed before, and then the second pair, which I said I can't find, but I'll put a picture of it up here. Swimwear, and then another journal as well. Just like my older daughter, they all get a journal, gel pens. It's exactly the same, just a different design. So there is that, and that is everything for my 10-year-old. Let's move on now to my 8-year-old. Okay, for her something she wants, oh, she's gonna be so excited about this. We actually decided to grab her this Lindsay doll. This is from our generation here in New Zealand. This is similar to like an American Girl doll. We don't actually have those here in New Zealand, believe it or not. And so this is our version of an American Girl doll. She actually already has a couple of these, but yeah, lately she's been really enjoying playing with them in place of Barbies. So yeah, decided to get her that. This one's quite cute because it has like a few accessories. A lot of them don't actually come with accessories, so I thought she'd think this is really cool, especially the boba tea. She's gonna love that. So there's that, and then to go along with that, I also grabbed her this little set here. Just another dress and shoes, a little scooter, some lollipops. I think she'll think this is super cute. So that is her something she wants this year. Very spoiled. Okay, for her something she needs, can you guess what it is? Pair of Crocs. Another pair of Crocs. This year she is getting this pink sparkly. Last year I think she got, it was either a silver sparkle or a white sparkle, but either way they're totally filthy dirty now. So she definitely needs a new pair. So anyway, she is getting this pink version. It's her something she needs. And then also, this is not really something she needs. This is more something she wants. This is a large snack spinner. The Go Bee large snack spinner. My girl started watching on YouTube this year Health Nut Nutrition. And in it, she has these snack things for her kids. And my 8-year-old was like, oh my goodness, that is so cool. Like, where can we find this? Oh, the dog's barking at someone. And then oh no, we're not done barking. Anyway, she was enamored with this snack spinner. And then we were out randomly at Baby Bunting, which is just like a baby store, and we saw it. And my 8-year-old was just gobsmacked. She was like, wow, this is the snack spinner that the lady has on YouTube. Anyways, so I just had to get it for her. She's gonna be so excited when she sees this. It's so funny because it's something that's so simple, but she loves herself like a nice lunchbox. Even if we're just going out for an hour, she loves to just pack a little snack box for herself. She won't usually pack them for anyone else, but yeah, she'll often take a little snack box out for herself, and so I think, yeah, she'll just love this. She'll think it's so cute. I have heard mixed reviews on it. Some of the reviews on the website weren't the best, but you know, whatever, here we are. It's something she really wanted, so it's going in with her something she needs this year. So Crocs and a little snack spinner as her something she needs. Now moving on to her something to learn, which I'm very excited about. Okay, so for something to learn, we were out recently, just her and I, doing, well, and the baby of course, and I can't remember what we were doing, but she came across like a building kit, and she actually built all herself a little birdhouse, which I'm looking this direction because it's hanging out this door, but you guys obviously can't see it. But she built a beautiful little birdhouse recently all on her own, and absolutely loved it. It was so cool to watch her just do it, like follow the instructions and just build this whole birdhouse on her own. And so what I thought I would do for her something to learn was really you know, try and advance that building skill. I found this super cool Kiwi website called Build With Me, and they offer all kinds of different really cool kits, like building kits for kids. And so I grabbed, maybe I'll put a photo of it up here because it's kind of hard. I have a whole box here of stuff, but let me just kind of run through what's in it. I can't, hang on, let me look at the sheet. What I grabbed was like a set of 5 little building things. Try and, so, well, that's not very helpful, but she'll be building these different animals. So there's a dog, a car and a trailer, a T-Rex, a kiwi, and a helicopter. And basically these are the little kits they come in. And they have everything they need inside of them to build the thing they're building. So what is this one? Oh, this is the kiwi. Hello, it's written right there. This is the kiwi. I was like, why can't I see it? Yeah, so it has the screws and the nails and all of that inside of it. So she's got 5 things like that to build. Here's the helicopter. This is the car and trailer in here. Okay, here is the dog. Oh, this looks super fun. She's gonna love this. This is super cool. Okay, and then this is the Tyrannosaurus Rex in here. This is really neat. And then along with that, I don't know if I added this or if it came with that kit, but it actually, in the box here, again, I don't know if I added it or if it was already with that, but there's actually a little saw here, a little hand saw. Super cute. Okay, a little screwdriver as well. Some safety glasses. And then in here, I don't even know what this is. Oh, this might be a hammer. Wow, this is beautifully packaged. Wow, buildwithme.co.nz, you guys. This is beautifully packaged. I literally just opened this box right before I started filming, so I didn't even know it was in here. This is really nice. I think this is a hammer. Oh my gosh. Oh, how cute is that? Oh my gosh, it even has their like label on it. This is so cute. This is so nice. Wow. So that is everything that came in this box here. The 5 things she's gonna build. The hammer, the screwdriver, the saw, the safety glasses, and then all the things she needs to actually build these. And then as well as that, I actually grabbed her as well like a planter box set. I left it downstairs because it's like enormous, and I was carrying so much up here, and also I didn't know how I would hold it in frame. Anyway, I'll put a picture of it up, what it will look like in the end. So I also grabbed her that Plank Project planter box, it's called. And I think actually that might be what the saw is for, potentially. I don't know, I could be wrong. Anyway, so that is her something to learn, all of this really cool woodwork stuff. Yeah, buildwithme.co.nz, you guys. Check them out if you're in New Zealand or Australia, because that's really nice stuff. I'll be definitely looking at their website again in the future. And then for her, something to read. I picked her up quite a few different things. Two of these I got earlier in the year, which I've actually already shared on here before. It was like a book haul that I did. I shared that I picked her up this little Palace Pets phonics set, which I had intended to make it her something to read. So it's got 10 books inside, and then these are just kind of easy to read. You know, quick, fun, easy little Disney phonics books, which I thought would be really nice for her. So there's that. And then I also grabbed her this little Barbie comic book here. It's just like a graphic novel, but Barbies. She loves Barbies. She loves dolls, all the girly things. So I thought that would be nice. And then also what I picked up just recently was this Ella's World. Her and my 10-year-old have really gotten into reading these as of late. And I saw this, and it's a 3-in-1 book, which I think she'll really like. And this is nice because, again, she can read it on her own. And, you know, it's something that she can really excel at without too much difficulty. So yeah, these Ella World books have been really nice lately. So she's going to really like and appreciate that, I think. And then, of course, along with that, she's also getting the Mosaic sticker book here as well, just like her older sisters. So that is everything for her something to read this year. Now let's move on to her secret sibling gift. Okay, for her secret sibling gift, I had quite a bit of input in what this secret sibling picked for her. I bet you can't guess who it was. Anyways, we picked out together this Barbie set here, and this is super duper cute because it is a Barbie baby feeding set. And it's so cute. I think she's gonna love this so much. Our 6-month-old recently started eating solids, so I think my 8-year-old is going to absolutely love this. She, like I said, loves dolls, loves Barbies, loves all the things. And then what we also picked out were these two big Pet Alive eggs. I don't know. This was a Black Friday sale at Kmart when we went, so this was $29 for the two of these, which is a great deal. And then I think this must have been $30, so we were bang on $50, her secret sibling and I. So anyway, in here there's two chirpy birds, which I think, I don't know for sure, but I believe these are, oh here, there's a picture on the back. These birds, and are these the ones that talk back to you, possibly? I'm not sure. There are those ones that you can like hold and they record your voice. I don't know if these are those, but anyway. Oh yeah, they are. It's a, hello, can I read? It says right here, talking birds that repeat what you say. So there's that. And then it also says, surprise, bird poop slime and stickers inside. Wow. Awesome. Anyway, that is her secret sibling gift for this year. Okay, and then of course she is also getting the matching set of swimwear, the same long sleeve, and then the other version, which I'll show a picture of. And then she's also getting a journal and the pens from Smiggle as well. Just a different version. So that is everything for my 8-year-old, and now let's move on to our 6-month-old baby boy. Again, something you want, something you need, something to learn, something to read. He's 6 months old, so, you know. And what I found really difficult was like not buying too much. It is like toys galore. Anyways, I picked a few different things that I think he'll really enjoy. So anyway, the first thing for his something he wants, which, you know, again, he obviously didn't actually tell me he wants this, but I think he's going to absolutely love it. That is the Little People Farm set here from Fisher & Price. Is it not the cutest thing? I probably don't need my face here. Anyways, you guys know, I'm sure you've seen this before. This is just the new version of the old school toy Here it's got all the cool little bits and bobs. It sings all the songs. It makes all the noises. It's got 55 different songs, sounds, tunes, and phrases that it can make. And I think he's gonna just absolutely love this. He's just starting to sit up on his own now, and so once he can really sit by himself, he'll be able to just sit and play with this all day long. When I was picking gifts for him, I really had to like ask myself, do I want this sitting in my living room? Do I really, like, I had to really be intentional and be like, do I really want to see this every day? And when it came to this beautiful farm set, I thought, actually, yeah, it's pretty cute and I wouldn't mind seeing it all the time. So that is his something he wants, something he needs. He is also getting, you guys, look at this. Oh my goodness. He is also getting a pair of Crocs. Does he actually need a pair of Crocs right now? No, but they are slightly too big for him so that when he is just starting to walk, he'll be able to wear these. I'm not actually a fan of putting new walkers in shoes, but you know, I couldn't not get him these Crocs. Like, look at them. Look at them. Anyway, so that is part of his something he needs. Also, along with that, he is getting a new pack of baby spoons. These are just baby-led weaning spoons from Kmart here. I bought so many spoons. Before we started feeding him, he's got several different sets of spoons, but there was only one like specific baby-led weaning set. And unfortunately our dog, you know, now that he knows that the baby drops food and spoons with food on them, the dog has already chewed up 2 of his nice spoons, so they already need replacing. And the dog is now outside whenever the baby gets fed. So hopefully these don't get chewed up by a dog. A part of something he needs, I also grabbed him this little snack spinner, just like my 8-year-old got, except this is a smaller version. This has smaller compartments and it's quite a lot smaller in size in comparison to my 8-year-old's. So I thought this was actually quite cute and quite practical for when he does start eating a lot more snacks and, you know, I need to just throw something in a bag for him. I actually thought that would be really cool. So these are his something he needs this year. Something to learn. I don't know, it's kind of a gray area, and I picked up this super cute puzzle from, we were at a Christmas market recently, and this beautiful puzzle is handmade from wood here in the South Island of New Zealand. Oh, it smells so good. Anyway, yeah, I picked up this super cute puzzle for him. And look, let's be honest, he's gonna be quite far off actually putting this puzzle together, but I thought it was super cute. Little tool set, and the man was saying that the pieces are actually coated with something so that they're safe for babies to chew on if, you know, he's obviously still putting a lot of things in his mouth. Anyways, so yeah, part of his something to learn there. And then part of his something to learn, I don't know, you guys, I grabbed him some little floaty toys for the bath. Up until a couple weeks ago, he's only ever showered with me. We didn't actually have a baby bath anymore, but I did buy one a few weeks ago, so he's only just started taking baths and he loves it so much. Anyway, I thought I would grab him these little floaty toys to go in the bath when he's in there kicking and splashing around. So that's just something to learn, I guess. And then his something to read. I picked up this beautiful Baby's First Bible set. I'll take them out here and show you. So we've got Adam and Eve here. Just simple little board books for him to, you know, play with, chew on, look at. You know, we can read them to him. He's got quite a few big sisters as well as myself who can read to him all the time. All right, so there's Adam and Eve in here. There is Noah's Ark, Moses, and the story of Jesus in here. So I thought this was super duper cute. So that is part of his something to read. And then along with that, I also grabbed this. This was a bit of nostalgia for me. And this is the Fisher-Price storybook rhymes. Our oldest daughter, when she was a baby, had this exact same rhyming noisy book, and exactly the same. It was the same color, it had the same songs, it sounded exactly the same. So when I saw it at the shop the other day, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to get this for the baby. So yeah, there's that. I won't open it because it starts to sing the song when I don't know where the switch is to turn it off. It'll start to sing a song as soon as I open it, so I won't do that. But anyway, yeah, it's like a song story thing, and then all the buttons make different noises and say different things. So anyway, that is his something to read. Okay, and then for his secret sibling gift, his secret sibling did such a good job. She picked him out this little wooden bead maze. You know, the old school things. This is super cute. He's gonna love this. Again, he's just starting to sit up, so he'll be able to play with this in all of its glory quite shortly here. So that's a really cool, thoughtful gift. And then what she also found for him was this really neat 12 to 18 month play and learn toy box. So it's all these different beautiful wooden toys here that he can just play and learn with, basically. Yeah, different sorting things, the hammer that he can hit stuff with, different puzzles. Yeah. I thought this was super cute. This is from Kmart. I believe this was $35, and then the rest of her money went on this. So, yeah. It's, how easy is it to spend $50, hey? Oh yeah, so in here, oh, it says right there, yeah, so one tap and hammer bench, which is this one, the animal shape stacker, the shape puzzle, and then the shape sorter here. So, super duper cute. I love the wooden toys from Kmart. They're beautiful. All right, so those are his 5 main gifts. He is not getting a journal because, of course, he doesn't need one. He is actually getting a set of swimwear, which I'll put a photo up because, again, I have no idea. I must have taken all of the swimwear out, his included, and put it somewhere else. And I don't know where I put them. But anyway, I'll put a picture up of his cute little set because I can't wait to put him in there. He's never been swimming before, so yeah, it'll be so sweet to actually put him in there and take him swimming. I think that'll be a lot of fun this summer. Okay, and finally, I have got just a little handful of group items that are for everyone to share. We really like to do this, you know, things like family games. Last year, we got a keyboard for all of our girls to share. This year, it's not as exciting. No keyboards to be seen. However, there's just a couple of little items here that I thought I'd share with you guys because they are going to be going under the tree. So the first group item here is a sandcastle building set. I thought this looked super cool. It's not your average, you know, sandcastle thing. It's actually like a lot more intricate than that. So I thought this looked really interesting to add to our sand toys for this summer. We are also getting Uno teams. We have so many family games now, and it's to the point where my husband was like, please do not buy any more games. So I really resisted, but I did get the Uno teams. Uno is probably, I would say it's probably our favorite family game. We do family game night every Sunday night, and Uno tends to be one of them. We've got Uno No Mercy was our most recent buy. We've got Uno Flip. We've got Dos, we've got, I don't know, we've got a lot of Uno sets. Anyways, I saw this just come out, Uno teams, and so we're gonna be adding this to our game stack this year. That's very exciting. And then I also grabbed this. It's a bottle brush cleaner, an electric bottle brush cleaner to be precise. And if you caught my What Is in My Girls Christmas stockings, you'll know that they all got a new Yeti bottle. A new Yeti drink bottle. And one issue that they often have is they feel like their bottles aren't clean enough, which, like, clean your own drink bottle. Anyway, I saw this and I thought that this would be like a really cool gift for them all to share, to clean their bottles with. It's actually got quite a few different gizmos here to give their bottles a really good clean. So yeah, I thought this would be something, you know, useful, practical, but also they'll think is quite funny because they all complain about their bottles not being clean enough. Like I said, clean your own bottle. Here you go. Here's an electric brush to do it. And then finally, the last item I bought here, which this is just so beautiful. This is a DK Life of Jesus book, and it is enormous. I sort of picked this up. I was intending to give this to my oldest daughter as part of her something to read, but then I thought, actually, I'll make this a group gift. And it can be something that we can all enjoy together. Oh, it's enormous, you guys. I'm trying to show you a little flip through here. Oh. Absolutely stunning illustrations. Like I said, we have just recently finished up The Chosen. And so yeah, my girls they'll love this. They'll think this is really beautiful. Something we could add to our morning basket time to bring out, you know, Christmas, Easter, all of that. So that is the last group gift I have to share with you guys. All right, and there you have it, my friends. That is everything that we are getting our kids to go under the Christmas tree for 2025. As always, I hope that you have found something of value in this video. I hope that it has not been a big waste of your time. Please comment down below if you have any questions. I always, you know, I'm happy to provide links wherever anyone might need one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you and your view, and I hope that you are taking very good care of yourself, especially in this crazy busy season. All right, my friends, take care. That's all for now. Bye-bye.